We are going to learn increasing and decreasing functions. When we can tell a function f of x at a point x0 is increasing or decreasing, whatever be, this we are going to learn. So a function f of x at the point x0, So we are considering a small interval x0 minus h and x0 plus h, where h is a very small number nearly equal to 0. So let x1 and x2 be 2 points such that x1 less than x2. If f of x1 is also less than f of x2, it means the function is increasing. For x1 less than x2, if we are getting f of x1 less than f of x2, we can tell the function f of x is increasing. On the other hand, if x1 less than x2, f of x1 greater than f of x2 means the function is decreasing. Now show that f of x equal to 7x minus 3 is strictly increasing on R. Strictly increasing on R. So what is the condition we learned for strictly increasing? If x1 less than x2 implies f of x1 strictly less than f of x2, then it is strictly increasing. Now consider x1 less than x2. Look at f of x. What is it? 7x minus 3. So we have to get the f of x1 here. How we will reach there? x1 less than x2. If we multiply both sides by 7, what we will get? 7x1 less than 7x2. Now, in this inequality, subtract 3 from both sides. So, what we are getting? 7x1 minus 3 less than 7x2 minus 3. What is 7x1 minus 3? It is f of x1. f of x1 less than f of x2. So, when we consider x1 less than x2, we reach the conclusion f of x1 less than f of x2. Hence, we can tell f of x is strictly increasing on R. Now, we are going to learn a theorem to check the increasing or whether the function is increasing or decreasing. Let us go through the theorem. What it says. Let f be continuous on closed interval ab and differentiable in open interval ab. If f dash x is greater than 0, this implies f of x is increasing. If f dash x is greater than 0 in open interval ab, then f of x is increasing in closed interval ab. On the other hand, if we are getting f dash x is negative or less than 0, it implies f of x is decreasing in closed interval ab. So, two options we have written, f dash x greater than 0 and less than 0. Actually, there is one more option, isn't it? F dash x can be equal to 0. We learned when the derivative is 0, when the function is a constant. Here also it is true, f dash x equal to 0 implies f of x is neither increasing nor decreasing. F of x is a constant function. So, when we want to check a function is increasing or decreasing, it is enough we find f dash x. And in that interval, open interval AB, check whether f dash x is positive or negative. If we are getting f dash x is positive, it means it is increasing, and if we are getting f dash x is negative, in that interval we are getting it is decreasing. Let us do some problem. Show that f of x equal to x cube minus 3x squared plus 4x. X element of R is strictly increasing on R, is strictly increasing on R. So we have to show that f of x, the function given x cube minus 3x squared plus 4x, it is strictly increasing on R. So what is f of x given? X cube minus 3x squared plus 4x. Remember the theorem, we should find f dash x, and if wherever f dash x is positive, there it is increasing, and whenever f dash x is negative, it is decreasing. So first let us find what is f dash x. What is f dash x? Derivative of x cube is 3x squared minus 6x plus 4. Interval is not given. We have to show that it is strictly increasing on R, means everywhere it is increasing. So we should get this is a positive quantity always. How we will show it is a positive quantity? When we look at these two terms, we can get 3 as a common factor. Take it outside. So 3 into x squared minus 2x plus 4, leave it like that. X squared minus 2x, if it is a perfect square, it is positive. How to make it perfect square? A minus b whole squared or a plus b whole squared is perfect square. So can we make it perfect square? It is, if it is x squared minus 2x plus 1, we add plus 1, then it is x minus 1 whole squared. When it is x minus 1 whole squared, it is a perfect square. So I added plus 1 here. Now to nullify that effect, plus 1, actually when we are putting plus 1, we are putting plus 3 here. So delete that 3, minus 3, then plus 4 is still. So this can be written as 3 into x minus 1 whole squared minus 3 plus 4. So it is plus 1. Now look at these two terms. This is a perfect square term, x minus 1 whole square. When it is a perfect square, it is positive. So this term is positive. Now look here, this term, it is plus 1. So a positive number plus 1 means it is perfectly positive or greater than 0 at any point. As we are getting f dash x greater than 0 for all values of x, we are getting f of x is strictly increasing on R. This is the result to be proved. Another question, find the intervals. We have to find the intervals in which f of x equal to x squared minus 4x plus 6 is, first question, strictly increasing. Second question, strictly decreasing. Now we have to find intervals in which the function is increasing and decreasing. So how we will find? Whenever f of x is given, to find the increasing or decreasing function, we have to find derivative. So what is f of x? X squared minus 4x plus 6. Find f dash x. f dash x is 2x minus 4. Now to find the intervals, the method is first you equate f dash x equal to 0. F dash x equal to 0 gives what? 2x minus 4 equal to 0. This implies 2x equal to 4 or x equal to 2. Means the real line, in that there is a point 2 where this f of x is a constant. On the left side of 2 or right side on the 2 of the real line may be increasing or decreasing. We have to check it. On the left side of 2 means it is negative infinity to 2. On the right side of 2 means it is 2 to plus infinity. So we are considering two intervals. What are the two intervals? Negative infinity 2 and 2 infinity. In these two intervals, let us find the function is increasing or decreasing. How we will find? We have to get f dash x positive or negative in that interval. So we are going to take a point in this interval. Negative infinity to 2. Any point on this interval, we can take the point 1, isn't it? 1 lies in the interval negative infinity to 2. So we will find what is f dash 1. Find f dash 1. F dash x is 2x minus 4. So f dash 1 means we have to put x equal to 1. So 2 into 1 minus 4, we will get a negative 2. So we are getting in this interval f dash x is negative or f dash x is less than 0. Whenever f dash x is less than 0, it is decreasing. It is decreasing. Now the other interval 2 infinity. In 2 infinity you take any other point. We can take the point 3. 3 lies in the interval 2 infinity. So we will find what is f dash 3. F dash 3 is what? 2 into 3 minus 4. 2 into 3 is 6 minus 4 2. So it is greater than 0 or positive. F dash x greater than 0 means it is increasing. Now what is asked? We have to find the intervals in which it is strictly increasing and strictly decreasing. So the strictly increasing interval is what? Increasing interval is look here, which is increasing to infinity. So first question answer is to infinity. Now strictly decreasing is the second B part answer is negative infinity 2. Okay. Find the intervals in which f of x equal to 4x cube minus 6x squared minus 72x plus 30 is strictly increasing and strictly decreasing. Strictly increasing and the question is strictly decreasing. So just like last problem, let us do. What is f of x given? F of x is 4x cube minus 6x squared minus 72x plus 30. We have to find f dash x. F dash x is 4x cube, derivative is 12x squared minus 6x squared. So 6 into 2x, 12x minus derivative of 72x is 72 and derivative of 30 is 0. So we got f dash x. F dash x equal to 0. This will divide the real numbers, the real line into the different intervals. So f dash x equal to 0 implies 12x squared minus 12x plus 72 equal to 0. We have to solve this equation to find the values of x. This is a quadratic equation. So how to solve it? Look here, 12 is a common factor. when it is equal to 0, we can eliminate 12. So what equation we will get? X squared minus x minus 12 will go in 72 6 times. So x squared minus x minus 6 equal to 0. This equation we have to solve. We can use factorization method or the formula method, x equal to negative b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. But I am using factorization method. Product is negative 6 and sum is negative 1. The numbers are x minus 3 into x plus 2 equal to 0. Look here. Sum negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. Product negative 3 plus 2 is negative 6. So this is the factorization. We will get the result x equal to negative 2 or 3. In the last problem we got only one value for x. Here we got two values. Why? Because last question f of x was a quadratic one. So when we find f dash x, we were getting linear equation. Here the given f of x is cubic equation. When we are differentiating, we are getting quadratic. So we should get two solutions. Now the intervals we have to check. Here are, this are real line. It is divided in negative 2 and 3. So there is negative 2, there is the point 3. So these 2 points divide the line into 3 intervals. What are the 3 intervals? Negative infinity to negative 2, negative 2 to 3, then 3 to positive infinity. 3 intervals now we have to consider. Write the intervals. What are the intervals? Negative infinity to negative 2. Then the other interval negative 2 to 3. Then the next interval 3 to infinity. We will take a point in negative infinity to negative 2. Negative infinity to negative 2. Which point let us take? Negative 3 let us take. Okay, negative 3. So we have to find the value of f dash of negative 3. F dash of negative 3 is what? Here you give value 12 into negative 3 squared minus 12 into negative 3 minus 72. So negative 3 squared 9. 9 into 12. 108. Minus 12 into minus 3, so it is plus 36 minus 72. So we are getting a positive value. No need of finding exact value whether it is positive or negative. That's enough to check. So we got a positive value in the interval negative infinity to negative 2. It implies what? F dash x is greater than 0. F dash x greater than 0. Here f dash x greater than 0. It implies function is increasing. And now consider another interval negative 2 to 3. Negative 2, 3. Which point we will take? Negative 2 to 3. The easy calculation numbers let us take. We can take 0 or 1. Those numbers. I am taking 0. So what is f dash of 0? F dash of 0 is 12 into 0 squared minus 12 into 0 minus 72. So it is negative. We are getting negative. Means in this interval negative 2 to 3, we are getting f dash x negative less than 0. Here it is decreasing. Now look the other interval. What is the other interval? 3 to infinity. In 3 to infinity, we will consider the point 4. So find what is f dash of 4. F dash of 4 is 12 into 4 squared minus 12 into 4 minus 72. So when we simplify, what we are getting? 12 into 16 minus 12 into 4 minus 72. When we calculate this value, we will get the value 72. It is greater than 0. So in this interval 3 infinity, we are getting f dash x is greater than 0. Now let us write it as a curved result. The three intervals, negative infinity to negative 2, negative 2 to 3, 3 to infinity. In this interval, here f dash x is greater than 0. Here we got f dash x is less than 0, and here we got f dash x is greater than 0. F dash x is greater than 0 implies f of x is increasing. F dash x is less than 0 in the second interval, negative 2 to 3. So it implies f of x is decreasing. Now the third interval, 3 to infinity, we got f dash x is greater than 0. If f dash x is greater than 0, f of x is increasing. So where the function is increasing? In negative infinity to negative 2 and 3 to infinity, the function is increasing. So we can write as the first answer, strictly increasing verb. Strictly increasing verb. In two intervals it is increasing. So answer write it as first interval union second, the 3 infinity. So the answer is negative infinity to negative 2 union 3 to infinity. Second question answer, strictly decreasing. Strictly decreasing were only in the interval negative 2 to 3. So this is the answer.